So we are live from Trojan Arena with our inaugural men's volleyball game of the season. Zach Lerner with the hit, falls back onto Oakridge's side. Pondo gets the first point of the match. Alex Marquez on the receive. Jack Gillingham to Lerner. Gillingham with a dump. Nice hit to the back row. Alex Marquez once again. Jack Gillingham goes for the dump again, gets it this time. Shout out to Creativity by Luke on Instagram, getting us the scoreboard. Jack Gillingham pass over. Marquez to Gillingham once again. Jake Slinger to the cross. That is Pondo's point. Chase on the serve. Jake Slinger once again hits it long. That one falls over the net. Alex Marquez trying to dive, doesn't get it. Ponderosa leads 4-1 early.
Good save there. Here's Long over to the Ponderosa side.
Marquez with the up. Goes back to Marquez, able to tip it over. Zachary Zimmerman able to get it back up with his foot.
Good job by Ponderosa there, keeping their drive alive, but Oakridge ends up getting some good points. So now there's Christian Long for Oakridge to serve. Long, deep serve. Ball goes up, hits the roof. Here's Hart on the outside, tries to set his teammate, and looks like Oakridge touched the net. No score. No, there should be a score for Ponderosa. There it is. So Bruins leading early by 3 in the first set of the first men's volleyball game of the year. Here's Pondo, tries to serve. The serve is good, back corner. That was Daniel Owen. Really good placement there on that ball. So he's gonna serve again. Serve is shorter this time. Gillingham's gonna set up for his teammates on the outside. It's Alex Marquez who able to get it over. Pondo with a quick return. Oakridge side, Marquez again. Hart saves it for Ponderosa outside. There's Tyler Gross. And he's gonna pick up some points for his team. He's not actually, excuse me. Sends the ball out of bounds, so Oakridge picks up some points.
We see Oakridge keep going back to Alex Marquez, one of the better hitters on this team. Have many good hitters such as Gillingham and Lerner, but Marquez is definitely favored. Also one of the few Oakridge players that plays club. Definitely gives him an advantage. As Gillingham tips it back over. Back to Marquez once again. That is over the net on Oakridge. Winston will sub in for Phillip.
Gross checks out and Alexander Zimmerman comes in for Ponderosa. And Zimmerman's gonna serve. Zimmerman fires. And Oakridge is there. Gillingham's gonna set up Marquez. And Ponderosa, good defense there. That's Zachary Zimmerman. And he puts the ball right back onto the Oak Ridge floor for another point. The other Zimmerman, Alex, serves. Here's Marquez for Oak Ridge. He stopped. Hart for Ponderosa sends it over. Oak Ridge has it again. Other side this time. And
That was Jake Slinger with
Jake
the hit.
Slinger sent it too far, could not get points for his team. So Ponderosa picks up one more. Another serve deep. That one goes out. So Oak Ridge picks up a point. A little bit of back and forth action, but Ponderosa is certainly coming out stronger than Oak Ridge today.
Interesting to see Jack Gillingham being the setter right now for Oak Ridge. Traditionally, Jake Slinger has been the setter for this team.
Slinger's serve is deep and out of bounds. So Ponderosa gets points for that. And now they're going to send Ryan Hart to serve.
Yeah, Slinger's trying to get those to fall right in the back of the court. Has missed a few times in a row now.
Short serve, Marquez, light hit, almost had it, but the Ponderosa defense says no. Gillingham sends it over for Oak Ridge. Pondo's got it.
That one goes outside the
Skinner
antenna.
tried to send that over for his team, but does not go in bounds. Couple of substitutions for the Trojans. Owen Schumacher and Zach Lerner are going to check in. Here's Marquez. Deep serve. Oak Ridge front line tries to tip the ball back down, but Ponderosa ends up sending it over regardless.
Blake Hood was able to smash that down right over the Oak Ridge front line.
And now Blake Hood will serve for Ponderosa. Steps up. Serve is good. Oak Ridge setting up. Miscommunication and a bit of contact between Alex Marquez and Owen Schumacher. So the Trojans can't get to the ball and it drops to the floor. So
Yeah.
Timeout called. And remember, folks, volleyball sets are played to 25. So Pondo is currently the closest team at 12, and we'll be back after the break. All right, folks, we're coming out of Timeout Live. And Ponderosa sends the ball over, and Oak Ridge is able to get to it. Zach Lerner sends a rocket that Ponderosa can't get to. They end up tipping it out of bounds, and Oak Ridge picks up a point, 6-12.
Trojans have struggled to keep the serve going. Maybe Winston will be able to do it. Winston has a very good float serve from my experience.
And here's the serve. Nice. Ponderosa is able to get to it, and Oak Ridge defense saves it. A little bit of a surprise there. Jack Gillingham sends the ball over. Normally he just sets it up for his teammates like he just did there. But able to try a bit of misdirection. Doesn't quite work, but Oak Ridge will end up getting points anyways as Ponderosa's return goes out of bounds.
Great hit there by Phillip Jones. First game on Varsity, already coming up with the big play. Winston serves it into the net.
Jones has got some serious height for, what is he, a junior, sophomore?
Yeah, I believe he is a junior.
And their serve from Ponderosa is long. Zachary Zimmerman can't keep it in bounds, so Oak Ridge picks up another point, and they're starting to close the lead a little bit.
Jake Slinger to sub in for Owen Schumacher.
Jack Gillingham will be the server. Jack's serve is good. Ponderosa's on the return. Zimmerman sets up outside for Groves. And Gillingham sets up for Oak Ridge. Lerner sends it over. Now the Ponder return. Back to the Oak Ridge side. Here's Marquez. Blocked by Ponderosa. And that ball is out of bounds.
Great set there earlier from Gillingham, able to push it all the way outside to Lerner. Unluckily, I think Lerner messed up his timing a little bit.
Here's Gillingham again. Big serve, too far, goes out of bounds. So Ponderosa picks up the point and the serve. They're going to give the ball to Chase Skinner. Skinner's serve is good, nice and low. And Oak Ridge sets up outside. There's Slinger, he can't get it in bounds. So Ponderosa gets another point. Skinner again, serves into the net, barely gets over, and Gillingham can't quite save that. And his teammates can't get to it either.
Yeah, Gillingham from that rotation has to rush up to the front line after the serve. Just didn't get there in time.
Rocket serve from Skinner. Here's Oak Ridge now. Jones the one to hit it over after Gillingham sets it. Skinner for Ponderosa, and a good hit. That's Tyler Groves. Excuse me, Grayson Chapman, number 13, with a good hit. Here's Gillingham to set up. And big hit from Lerner. And Ponderosa can't handle it. Bounces around to a couple of people. And ultimately, it will fall out of bounds. So Trojan's still down by 7, but they've got a fighting chance. Definitely not out of it, just the first set. And here's Zach Lerner. And goes right into the net. Can't get it over, so Ponderosa picks up another point.
Oak Ridge really having some serve struggles tonight. Not able to get nearly as many as they should be getting to fall. Hopefully they can turn it around for the second half of this first set.
Here's Daniel Owen serving for Ponderosa. And Oak Ridge gives it to Marquez, and nobody's there where he hit it. So good point, pickup.
Yeah, hit it right between the gap. You're supposed to have those barn doors, 2 players crossing. Ponderosa did not get it though.
Here's Phillip Jones. Serve is a little light, but good job getting it there. Hart sends it into the net and out of bounds. So Oak Ridge picks up a point. Really hit that ball hard, but just couldn't keep it in bounds. Here's Jones again. Serve short, but over. Hart again, blocked by the Oak Ridge front line. Slinger and Ian Long, but nobody can get there afterwards. Alexander Zimmerman's going to serve for Ponderosa after the ball went out of bounds on the last possession. Oak Ridge is there. Gillingham sets up to Marquez once more. Ponderosa gets a block, and then outside, here's Hart, but rejected from Ian Long.
Good block there by Ian Long, getting up, penetrating over the net, sends that ball back down right to the 10-foot line of Ponderosa. Jake Slinger back to serve now. Looks like he will opt out of the jump serve here.
Slinger's serve is good. Ponderosa sets it outside to Zach Zimmerman. And Ian Long saves the ball for his team, sends it over, and another block from Ian Long and Jack Gillingham. Good front line in these past 2 possessions from Oak Ridge. Ponderosa having a bit of trouble getting it up and over.
Yeah, this Oak Ridge front line could really do well for them this year, especially with Ian Long and Jack Gillingham. Gillingham has an amazing jump there.
We've definitely seen athleticism from Jack Gillingham. A couple of weeks ago, he hit a really great poster dunk in the basketball season. Games were winding down, and man, did he showcase that athleticism. So we know he's got hops. In any case, Ponderosa's got the ball. They picked up a point. Hart sends it over, and it's on the Oak Ridge side. Long whiffs, can't hit it over. So Ponderosa gets another point. And now they're 4 points from taking the first set.
So they're calling a net on 14.
So in that case, the Trojans will pick up a point instead of Ponderosa. And Alex Marquez to serve. Good serve, Ponderosa's there. Blake Hood sent it over, Oak Ridge returns it. Outside, blocked by Gillingham. Chase Skinner tried to send a rocket into the back line, but Gillingham stopped it before it really got started. And now Marquez will serve again. And hit by Daniel Owen. Ball goes out of bounds and Oak Ridge picks up another point. 17-20, close game.
Yeah, Owens just didn't have time to move in front of that ball. Tried to reach his arms out, but it was already too late.
Marquez back again. Sends it over. And that ball went too far for Ponderosa to get it. And Ian Long sends it back over on a little tip. So Trojans get another point.
Oak Ridge has a lot of flexibility in their lineups. You know, we saw Jake Slinger earlier not being the setter, which is very untypical for this team. Also got Owen Schumacher and Winston, both possible liberos in the back row. As I was speaking, Pondo gets a point.
Marquez's serve there too far. Goes out of bounds, so Ponderosa will get the ball back and a point. And they're going to send Blake Hood back to serve the ball. Hood serve deep. Long is there to return it. Gillingham sets up for Lerner. And now Ponderosa gives it to Hart, but another block by Ian Long.
Ian Long, the solo middle blocker there. Just doing a good job of spreading his hands out, getting as much surface area as possible to put that one back down.
Long checks out with some momentum and gives up his spot for Phillip Jones. Here's Winston Long's serve and goes the wrong way into the pole. So Ponderosa picks up a point. And now Zachary Zimmerman will serve.
Looks like he just didn't get great contact on that ball.
Yeah, just didn't hit it right. Gillingham sets up for Lerner again. And Ponderosa's there this time. Here's Hart, sends a rocket. Gillingham sets up on the Oak Ridge side. Lerner yet again. Zimmerman to Groves to Skinner. And now Oak Ridge returns it. Skinner again, blocked. And under the net hit by Grayson Chapman of Ponderosa, so Oak Ridge gets another point. 20-22.
Oak Ridge rallying back here. Looks like once they're able to get into rhythm, doing a lot more.
So Gillingham's going to serve, try to get something done for his team. Serve is shorter. Ponderosa, good job, good IQ play from Chapman. Teammates set him up, didn't want to hit the ball too hard, hit it where Oak Ridge wasn't. So another point to the Ponderosa side. And timeout called. Yes, timeout called by Oak Ridge.
Coach
So we'll be back
Range Larson there
in a
calling the
few
timeout.
minutes. Okay. We're back here now after the Oak Ridge timeout. Ponderosa Bruins currently leading the Oak Ridge Trojans 23-20 in this boys volleyball game. Skinner sends the ball over for Ponderosa. Oak Ridge able to set it up for Zach Lerner, but he hits it too far. And now Ponderosa needs just 1 point to take this set.
Match point for Ponderosa.
Here's Skinner's serve. Long to Gillingham. Jones tries to send a rocket, but it got stuffed by the Ponderosa front line. And now Ponderosa is going to give it to Hart. And good play by Jake Slinger. Reacted well to a lightly hit ball by Ponderosa and sent it to the floor pretty quickly.
So it looks like we're putting Gavin Swade in to try to rally back these 4 points. Definitely one of the better servers on the team. Let's see if he's able to string together some serves and put Oak Ridge back in this game.
Serve is good. Ponderosa is going to get it up. Here's Hart lightly. And Gillingham will send that over for the Trojans. Bruins have it now. Here's Groves on the outside, and he gets it down. That's match point. So that will conclude the first set, and we will be back in a couple of minutes to bring you set number 2. Good evening, folks. We are back live from Trojan Arena. We've got the Ponderosa Bruins currently leading the Oak Ridge Trojans in this boys volleyball match, 1-0. Last one was quite close, but the Bruins were able to pull away. Ended up being a 25-21 game.
Nice block there by Lerner and Phillip Jones. Got their hands very close together. You know, that's the job of the outside hitter, Lerner, there to set where they're going to block. Good job of Phillip Jones by closing the block. To Winston, to Jack. Tries to push it outside. Free ball over. Hit. It's recovered by Pondo. Has to free ball it. Gillingham to Phillip. Nice hit. That will go in for Reinhardt. Pondo up 2-0 early in the set. Chase Skinner jump serve. Lerner boots it back over the net. Another nice attempt by Reinhardt. That one will go long though.
Reinhardt's got a whole lot of power behind that hit. Last couple of ones, he sent them really deep.
Gavin Swade checks in for Lerner to serve.
So 2 in a row that go out of bounds for Ponderosa. And the score will be tied at 2 currently.
Alex to Gillingham to Slinger. Opposite hit goes off the hands of Grayson Chapman. Swade to serve once again.
We're seeing once again some great play out of the Oak Ridge front line. Able to get a pretty big block there.
Zimmerman put that set just a little too close to the net. No one on Pondo was able to do anything with it. Swade going for a nice run here. It's what they attempted to get at the end of last set. The serve barely falls over.
Lucky serve there by Gavin Swede.
That is an ace. I believe first ace of the game.
Trojans take a 5-2 lead.
Zimmerman outside. Swade's able to put it back up. Gillingham far to Alex. Marquez puts it down in the back corner of the court. Great ball placement there. You see set up far outside. He's able to come back and hit cross court. Natalie Kolfescu doing a good job of rolling the ball to Gavin Swade.
Natalie Kolfescu, one of the Oak Ridge women's volleyball varsity team section champions. Nearly made it to state championships, the women's team did, and she was a crucial part of that.
Yeah, she was also won section MVP, and I believe committed to play at Durham University.
I think that was a recent commit, if I'm not mistaken.
Charlie keeps up on his commits. Swade once again, I believe his 8th serve. Free ball by Ponderosa. This should be easy for Oak Ridge. Long to Gillingham. Phillip not able to get under that one and hit it over.
So Ponderosa is going to get their first points in a little while as we head into timeout, and we'll be back in about a minute. All right, we are back live. Coming out of timeout, the Oak Ridge Trojans have the 7-3 lead, but Ponderosa Bruins are going to start with the ball.
Blake Hood subbing in, be at that front line. Long once again on the first pass. Not a great set. Looks like Marquez may have lost his footing. Able to get it over, however. Long again. Gillingham back to Jake Slinger. Doesn't get a great hit on that one. That one goes long.
Don't.
Phillip Jones back to serve. Zimmerman outside. Tips. Gets rejected. Zimmerman once again. That one goes over, but long. Ryan Hart can't get it to fall inside the court.
Just a miscommunication there by Ponderosa. They couldn't quite get the ball where it should have been.
Yeah, Hayden Clark tries to tip that one back up. Can't do anything with it. Phillip Jones gets to continue his streak. Zimmerman, nice hit. Swade tries to recover. Can't get it back to any of his teammates. Nico Horning running down the ball, also VP of Sports Broadcasting, doing a great job shagging for this Oak Ridge team. Other Zimmerman Alexander with the serve. Gillingham once again to Marquez. That goes high off the block. Long. Gillingham to Slinger this time. Zimmerman free balls it over. Long to Gillingham once again. This Gillingham-Marquez combo is just bread and butter for the Trojans. Tries to grab the tip there. Doesn't look like he gets it. That is Trojan's point.
Interesting decision there by Ryan Hart. Just sent that ball way too far. Probably would have been smarter to take a little bit off of it instead of trying to kill it every time.
He was just trying to get the tip there. Didn't get it though. Slinger, second missed serve. I believe that one just falls short. Schumacher subs in. Very good passer from the back row. Definitely a potential libero for this team. We have three very good passers in the back row for Oak Ridge right now. Gillingham pushes it nicely. Just looks like Marquez wasn't set up for that one. Can't do anything with it. We have Ryan Hart, who's been a very powerful hitter for Ponderosa, serving. Gillingham once again to Marquez. Gets stopped by the block though. Swed passes it to Schumacher. Gets it over the net. Nice hit by Chase Skinner. Just tips it into the back of the court.
Skinner's been very good despite being a little shorter than most other players. He's done a very good job for Ponderosa, scored a couple of points and had some nice sets for his teammates.
Yeah, made a very smart play there. Phillip Jones, oh, that's Ian Long with the quick there. Good to see Oak Ridge running the one. Definitely surprised the Ponderosa front line with that one. It's hard when you're in the middle trying to determine whether or not it's going to be a quick. Don't know when to jump for that block. Marquez barely gets it over the net. Long sets it up to his teammate. Didn't look like that was going to go well for Oak Ridge, and then no one on Ponderosa went for it. Free point.
Ponderosa teammates communicating with each other, trying to prevent another miscommunication.
Zimmerman trying to rush for that one, can't get to it in time. Free ball for Oak Ridge. Another quick there to Ian Long. Zimmerman outside. Marquez with a nice recovery. Schumacher decides not to go for it. That was definitely Owen's ball there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Jack just didn't call it off and dive for it there.
No, that's...
But obviously that's probably what should have happened was Schumacher should have had it.
Yeah, that is not Jack's ball there. Long to Gillingham, pushes it far outside to Lerner. Nice powerful hit there. The Oak Ridge hitters are doing extremely well for them.
And Gillingham's just having a really great night as a setter so far. He's got over 10 for sure. A lot of those coming away with points.
Zimmerman opposite. Long pass set to Lerner on the outside, down ball. Long passes it up. It's a free ball by Oak Ridge. Ponderosa has a nice setup here. Ryan Hart. Phillip Jones doing a nice job of pushing that one back up off the net. Zimmerman to the outside. Chase Skinner, another nice play. Lerner passes it over. Pass the down. Instead of going for the down ball there, it just hits it long.
Bruins can't quite figure out what to do with it. They passed it around too many times, and then Blake Hood couldn't get the ball where it needed to be. Too hard on that.
Long, another nice serve, barely goes over the net. Zimmerman tries to set up the quick, copy Oak Ridge there. Gillingham far outside to Lerner. Another powerful hit, bounces off the net. Free ball back over, nice setup for Oak Ridge. Quick there to Phillip Jones this time. Marquez able to set up, and Gillingham dumps it over. Extremely smart play there by Gillingham.
Gillingham doing a lot tonight, both setting, as we said earlier, and he scored a couple of high IQ points, just tapping the ball over the net.
Yeah, you see how he went up with both hands and then just at the last second moved one hand to dump it over. Winston Long misses a serve there. Ponderosa has been doing well on their serves compared to Oak Ridge. Is Zachary Zimmerman back to serve. Long tries to let it go long, but that one falls in, hits the line.
I think that was a tough call there. If you're Winston Long, you really couldn't tell whether that was going to go in and out. It looked like it had a little much on it, but ultimately it's going to get called in bounds.
Rule of thumb is if it's over your shoulders, let it go. Doesn't happen this time. Just as I was saying, tried to reach for it a little bit, got a little too greedy. I think he was trying to make up for a previous play. Zimmerman once again on the serve. Gillingham tits it over. Totally surprised the Ponderosa front line there.
Once again, another good play from Jack Gillingham, and just doing a great job. He's actually going to go back to serve.
Yeah, Slinger in the front row. Hopefully we'll get to see some Jake Slinger sets here. Zimmerman with a nice set to the back row. Hart sets it over. Winston tries to get the call. Looks like he isn't happy with our rookie line judges.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a couple of line judges filling in. Definitely not officials, but they're acting as such.
They are JV team. The younger teams are line judges for the older games. Gavin once again to serve. saw him go on a hot streak earlier this set. Let's see if he's able to do it again. Nice top spin there. Gets the down ball. Zimmerman tries to push it up. Slinger passes out. Marquez just missed a little too low, waited for that ball to come down too much, didn't go up and reach it. So we have pairs of brother on both teams. I believe actually twins on both teams. We have the Zimmermans on Ponderosa, and then we have Winston and Christian Long, not to be confused with Ian Long, the other Long on the team. Nice hit there by, I believe, Philip Jones.
Yeah, that looked like Jones to me. Really great job. He's showed his stuff so far tonight. Despite being he's not a senior, great play. And that ball right inside.
Nice ace there for Philip Jones. We've been talking about him. He played JV last year. I believe he played club in the off-season, got called up to varsity early on. Definitely a good call by the coaches there. Already having a huge impact in this game. As I'm saying that, hits it into the net. Caster's curse there.
Just a little miscue, not terribly impactful, but still something to clean up.
Overall, playing very well.
Absolutely.
We have our other women's volleyball section champ, Liv Medina, getting that ball over there. That ball goes short. This is Alexander Zimmerman. Oak Ridge will rotate. Slinger back to serve. Slinger has an interesting role in this team. Past few years has been the primary setter for this team. Now more of an opposite hitter. He's done well though. Zimmerman sets it far. Looks like that is a net on number 14 for Ponderosa.
Score is currently 22-15, so Oak Ridge within striking distance of taking this set.
Yeah, one serving streak here and they will take it. Zimmerman sets back to Hart. Swayed up to Gillingham. Nice set by Gillingham to Ian Long. Not able to convert though. That is Zachary Zimmerman. Not able to put it over the net. That was Zimmerman to Zimmerman on Ponderosa's side. Oak Ridge 1 point away from match point. Nice topspin serve there. Goes long though. That would have been super nice if it fell.
So Slinger's little serve streak stops there. Certainly impressive. Had some good serves.
Yeah, Schumacher subs in to have this strong 3 passing. Nice hit by Alex Marquez on the outside. Zimmerman to Hart. Down ball. Gillingham pushes it. Nice up by Long there. Smart play. Gillingham able to pass it over. Zimmerman. Nice hit. Nice setup for Oak Ridge though. Ian Long able to convert off of that. On these, when Oak Ridge gets these good sets, they almost always convert off of it. Oak Ridge now in match point with Alex Marquez. I would not be surprised if this set ends here.
And once again, just some dominance by the Oak Ridge front line. Ponderosa struggling in this second set, but they've still been keeping pace with Oak Ridge.
Tyler Gross decides to go for it last second, not able to pop it back up. That will be Oak Ridge taking your second set, now tied 1-1. Going into the third set, we will be back after this break.
And quick look here at Natalie Kolfescu, the section champ for our varsity women's volleyball team, recently committed to Durham University abroad. So very exciting for her. Gets to begin the next chapter of her life. In any case, folks, we'll be back after a couple of minutes.
Trivia question: where is Durham University?
The answer will be on the other side of this break.
No, you're supposed to answer it.
Well, I don't know.
All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in to tonight's stream, brought to you by Trojan Pride Sports Marketing Sports Broadcasting Team. Charlie Limoncelli, Reed McIntosh doing a great job on the call here tonight. I am Nico Horning, thanking you for watching. Tomorrow night, women's soccer will be taking on the Windsor Jaguars at 5 o'clock. We'll be on NFHS Network for that one. And if they do win tomorrow, we'll be back on NFHS on Thursday at 5, as well as Saturday at 5 if they do keep advancing. Also, Saturday at 1 o'clock, a baseball broadcast, first of the year and first ever. So the inaugural baseball broadcast will be Saturday at 1 o'clock against Bellarmine. That'll be free on YouTube. So soccer will be NFHS and baseball will be YouTube, as well as all the other spring sports for the regular season. Thanks, everyone, and hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
We are back here live from Trojan Arena to bring you set number 3 in this Oak Ridge Trojans versus Ponderosa Bruins boys volleyball game.
So Charlie, what's your analysis of the first two sets, and what do you think Oak Ridge can do better to win them this third set?
I think Oak Ridge needs to clean up some of the serves. They've been sending a couple of them too long, but overall they played really well. Their front line's been great, and I think they just need to make sure that they get their hits in and within bounds. As for Ponderosa, I think they need to do a similar thing, but their front line needs to be a little more dominant.
Wait, just type it.
Now we've got Ponderosa with the ball. They send it over to the Oak Ridge side. Here's Gillingham to set up for Lerner. Lerner punches it through, and first points will be scored. So now Jack Gillingham will actually go and serve now. Gillingham sends it over. There's Hart. Zimmerman's going to set up outside for Skinner. Skinner's serve his hit, will not be inbounds, and Oak Ridge will pick up another point. So Gillingham gets to serve once more. So Ponderosa will end up picking up a point after Oak Ridge can't handle the return there. The team that wins this set will win tonight's match, only 2-3. This is a charity game. That is subject to confirmation. Oak Ridge sends their return too far, so Ponderosa picks up another point. 2-2. Gillingham, good set for Philip Jones, and he sends that ball down. And Ponderosa ends up hitting it out of bounds.
I am back. We got the tech working, and Charlie, you have figured out where Durham is, I assume, right?
It's in England, actually.
Yes, it is. Nice set by Zimmerman, far outside to Hart.
Ooh.
Puts that one down.
Big shot by Hart.
Right in front of Gavin. Gavin was far back as the middle passer. Wasn't able to step up and get under that one.
So now Grayson Chapman will serve. Winston Long sets for Gillingham, who in turn sets for Alex Marquez, and Oak Ridge sends down the ball for some points. Now we get Philip Jones to serve for the Oak Ridge Trojans. Jones setting up. Serve is away. It is good, low, and hard to return. Daniel Owen of Ponderosa can't quite set it up for the rest of his team, so it ends up dropping to the floor.
Pass to Zimmerman, sets it up for the quick. They believe they got the tip. No, they did not. That is Oak Ridge's point. That one went wide after bouncing off the net. Jones on a nice serving streak here. Puts that one to the back row. Zimmerman set outside to Hart again. Goes off the block. Marquez sets it up. Gillingham back to Marquez. Hart lets it fall. Last second tries to kick it back up. Won't get it though. Pass by Hart out to Zimmerman. Gross on the hit. Slinger hits it into the Ponderosa front line. Tips it up. Gross to Hart. That one falls right in front of Gillingham. Able to hit it into the net, but nothing after that.
Great effort by Gillingham there, but ultimately Ponderosa is able to get the better of the Oak Ridge front line. Good job by Hart, able to fake out the Oak Ridge line.
Alexander Zimmerman back to serve. That one goes long over the head of Gavin Swade. Nice call there. Slinger has not done great on his serves tonight. Let's see if he's able to turn that around here. That one goes in. Zimmerman outside to Zachary Zimmerman. Gillingham pushes it far. Marquez is able to push it over. Nearly nets there. Gillingham with the quick to Ian Long.
Wow.
There's no stopping that.
Quick hitter by Long. Obviously gets some big power behind it, but really does a great job of faking out the Ponderosa defense. They thought Marquez was going to hit it, and Long quickly pops his arm over and smacks the ball into the floor.
Yeah, that takes a lot of coordination between the setter and hitter. Looks like Alex Marquez is not happy about that call. That call being that it was long. From my angle, it looked like it may have hit line, but
yeah, it was certainly a dicey call. In any case, Ponderosa is going to serve.
Hart with a nice serve. Gillingham sets it to Swade. Back the court. Zimmerman to the other Zimmerman. Long tips it up. That one will go behind him. Swade on the nice attempt after. Even if he popped that back up, no one else would have been there.
Just a good hit by Ponderosa, able to make sure that no matter where the ball ended up going, it was pretty much unreturnable.
Swade lets that one go long, very far over his head. Lerner subs in.
Hart got pretty ambitious there. We've seen a lot of times where he just goes overkill on the ball ends up hitting it too far, which has costed his team a couple of points.
Zimmerman to Hart, back row hit. Good hit there. Oak Ridge isn't able to get it out of their backcourt. Right now we have Lerner outside and Ian Long at middle. No opposite hitter for Gillingham to set to here. Nice pass by Owen. Ian Long has to set it over. Zimmerman behind him to his brother. Doesn't go over the net. Philip Jones back in. Winston Long, the libero for this team, to serve. Hart pops it up. Philip Jones is able to push it back over twice in a row. Back to back.
Great effort there by Philip Jones.
Smart play there. No one's there. Just push it over there. Great topspin serve there. Just can't get it to land inside the court.
And Winston Long showing why he's one of the better players on this team. Clearly that serve had a lot of power. He just barely misplaced it.
Yeah, that topspin serve is very scary to face when you're in the back row. Schumacher pops it up. Gillingham able to push it over. Comes back over, but lands outside. This is a free point for Oak Ridge. Great quick decision making there by Gillingham. Slinger to sub back in. Gillingham has his opposite option back. Only 2 passes in the back. Hart to Zimmerman to Gruce on the outside. That one goes long. Good job of Marquez following it all the way out.
And also good job not being in the way and ended up touching it. It almost looked like the ball hit his feet, but Marquez was able to make sure he got out of the way.
Zimmerman to Bruce, can't get it back inside. That's 4 hits. Also hits off the speaker. We talked about it a lot in girls volleyball, but there is a very low ceiling here, especially compared to other settings. Definitely has a huge effect on volleyball. Haven't seen it come into play too much tonight. Gru's outside, pushes it over. It's called out by our line judge. Looks like line judge is overruled. That'll be Ponderosa's point. Skinner to serve. Long to Gillingham to Lerner on opposite. Hart called a double on it. First double we've seen all night. Sometimes the officials are a little loose on the double calls, but we've seen some very good sets tonight. Gillingham does a good job of not getting any spin on that ball.
Looks like Ponderosa's just having some miscues right now, not really giving up points defensively or offensively, but technically. So they need to be careful.
Great hit there by Marquez. Just really reached for it, put it right on the line. Hard play for Ponderosa there. This is a great sign for Oak Ridge being able to beat Ponderosa so well. Ponderosa is definitely one of the better teams in the area, and shutting them down like this is a great sign for the future of this team. As I say, that Swed hits it long. Grayson Chapman to serve. I haven't seen much from him tonight, but maybe he'll put up something here. Gillingham pushes it to Marquez on the outside. Able to pop it back out. Hart with a nice hit. That one bounces off Slinger's head. Zimmerman once again to Hart. That
And
one
Slinger.
goes off Slinger's hands that time.
Slinger really fought that off, got hit in the face with the ball, and then continued to go and give a good block, and he's just shaking it off and smiling. So really great job by him, despite the ball going out of bounds.
Yeah, sometimes your head is a part of the block. Winston able to pop that one back up to Slinger, sets it over far. Ponderosa got caught looking there. Didn't move nearly in time for that one. Philip Jones has stayed in for the majority of this game. Oak Ridge has a very deep roster, including 17 players. Hard to rotate them through. Interesting to see Jones stay in consistently. Hart on the outside. That one goes long. Looks like he just tried to get a hand or something there. Jones, another nice serve.
Two nice serves in a row from Jones. They've been hard to get for Ponderosa, so great job by him, having a stellar night so far.
Owen on Ponderosa didn't get a great angle on that one, just sent it too low into the net. Zimmerman, nice set there, quick decision making. Able to get the point off that one. 20-12. Oak Ridge has had a very commanding second half of the set. Here Oak Ridge calling the float serve. Gillingham pushes it once again to Marquez. Looks like he gets the tip there onto Zimmerman. See Ian Secura sub in for the first time tonight. Looks like Slinger will be the setter for this lineup now. Also Dwyer in now. Slinger with the high serve. Zimmerman to other Zimmerman. Dwyer tips that one before it goes out. 21-13. Trojans lead.
Good job by Ponderosa, able to get past Oak Ridge's front line this time, especially after the substitution, taking advantage of Jack Gillingham and his athleticism not being there.
One of Slinger's few sets tonight. Once again to Secura on the outside. Zimmerman to his brother outside. Lerner will sub in for Swade. This is best of 5, tied 1-1. Marquez on the serve. Zimmerman pushes it. Looks like Slinger tried to put it back up.
Looks like he might have been able to let that ball go out of bounds.
It's tough to make a quick decision there. Grayson's Chapman to sub in. Blakehood on the serve to Long. To Slinger to Lerner on the outside. Gets the tip. Zimmerman. Free ball over. Lerner once again on the hit. Interesting hit. Able to get it to fall though. Blakehood tried to make a diving last effort.
Questionable decision there by Hood, but looked like the ball might have been able to go out of bounds had he not hit it. But it is what it is, and ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, from my view, it looks like it would have gone in. I think he should have just moved earlier if he wanted to make a play on it. Long serves that one into the net. Oak Ridge 1 point away from match point. Ponderosa is going to have to go on a long streak here.
Well, we've certainly seen it happen before. I remember with the women's volleyball team. They had quite a few times where they went on big rallies in order to come back from big deficits in sets.
Long with the pass set there. Phillip Jones going the down ball, not able to convert out of that one. Zachary Zimmerman on the serve.
Too far.
That one goes long.
So match point for the Trojans. They could get to 2-1 set lead right here.
Looks like they'll leave Sakira in for the serve. Interesting to see if they're targeting a specific player. See as he moves across the court. Sends it cross court but misses. Looks like there definitely was a target there. Can't tell specifically who they're targeting, but I saw a little communication between Ian and the coaches.
Not sure if he wanted to hit the ball over to the side he ended up going to, or if that was just a completely errant serve, but...
Yeah, I believe he was going for the cross court, just overestimated a little bit.
Now Ponderosa picks up 2 unnecessary points. If you're the Trojans, you should have had it by now, but...
Long to Slinger, pushes outside to Lerner, pumps it back up. Lerner once again tries to set it over, doesn't get it. Nico Horning, VP of Sports Broadcasting, falling down on the cameraman job.
Nico doing a good job on camera tonight.
Yeah, not sure if he is, but anyway, Slinger tips it over. Nice dump there to win the set. Oak Ridge leads 2-1 going into the 4th set.
So we'll be back in a few minutes to bring you set number 4. Hello, folks at home. We are back live for set number 4 of this Oak Ridge Ponderosa volleyball game. Had some back and forth action, but right now the Trojans currently lead 2 sets to Ponderosa's 1.
Oak Ridge changing the lineup a little bit, going with Lerner in.
Looks like this is a little bit of a taller formation. They've got Gillingham and Lerner and Jones and Slinger.
Looks like Ponderosa's getting their lineup set. This is supposed to be the easy part.
So you would think.
Gillingham on the serve to Hart. Zimmerman tosses it up. Nice hit there. Marquez able to recover it. Slinger on opposite. Zimmerman once again trying to get it off the bounce off the ceiling. Gillingham pushes it far to Lerner. The down ball. Zimmerman once again pushes it far. That is Tyler Gross. Hits it into the net. Oak Ridge will get the serve here. Gillingham once again to Hart. Zimmerman. Gillingham pushes it back. Didn't get it high enough for Slinger there.
Normally Slinger's done a pretty good job of getting the ball over the net, but obviously didn't have a great set.
Long to Gillingham. Puts it over his head once again. Lerner is able to convert this time. Put it down, bounces far. Gavin checking in for Lerner. Gavin with a nice topspin serve. Winston Long pops it up. Marquez, far side, push it back over. Nice recovery there. Looks like that 4 touches is called on Oak Ridge. Not sure where. Oh, I guess they're saying the ball never went over the net. Long to Gillingham to Marquez on the far side. Zimmerman passes out. No one else was ready there to help him out.
Looked like Groves was trying to go over and get to the ball, but he got blocked by his teammates, so he couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, sometimes when the setter takes the first ball, it's a little confusing for the rest of the team. No one knows what to do. Bryson Chapman checking out for Daniel Owen. Looks like Ponderosa might be trying switching it up, see if that works. Philip Jones, nice serve. Zimmerman, far side, Hart. That one falls for Ponderosa. Zachary Zimmerman not on the serve. Also interesting, Ponderosa is not running a libero. Maybe too early in the season to decide. Zimmerman, Swade. Gillingham sets it up for long, puts it right into the palm of his hand. Great set there.
Another good combination from the duo of Gillingham and Long.
Schumacher on the serve. Puts it right in front of the back row. Zimmerman gets to hit it for once. Sends it long though. Oh, and Schumacher gets to keep serving.
Had a great serve that last one. Let's see what he does with this one.
Puts it short. Great serve.
2 in a row.
Sends it short again. Passes out Hart. Free ball's over. Gillingham puts it right into Ian Long's hand. Gets blocked though by Blake Hood.
Really stuffed. Last time Long did that move, he got a good point, and Ponderosa couldn't really do anything there. But Hood was in a great position in order to stuff that before it even.
Gavin dives to
dropped.
pop that one back up. Alex Marquez with the free ball over to Hart. Zimmerman to the set to Hood. Nice conversion there.
A little bit of a stretch for Hood. Gets the block and then a nice point for his team. Ponderosa looking to maybe get him started.
It's good when they're able to reach the ball, meet it at its peak, and just put it back down. Hart serving Schumacher to Gillingham to Marquez. Puts it down to Hart. Zimmerman to the pipe. Gillingham tries to tip it over. Bounces back off Gillingham. Lets it fall.
Just like that, Ponderosa's rallying back. 6-6, the current score.
Just getting a little sloppy at the front line. Schumacher, Gillingham pushes it to Marquez on the far side. Looks like he puts it over the block. Line judge calls it in, not sure. That ball did not go in.
Yeah, certainly an interesting call, rookie line judge, but it is what it is.
Oak Ridge will take the point, however. Marquez, Zimmerman to other Zimmerman outside. Gillingham puts it back to the middle for Long. Tries to grab a hand.
Looks like he got under that ball a little bit.
Bryson Chapman subbing in there. That serve goes long. Phillip Jones to sub back in for Ian Long. We have Phillip Jones at middle, Lerner at outside, Gillingham setting, Zimmerman far to chase Skinner. Skinner once again, but he will net. That is Oak Ridge's point. Great job attacking that ball, just hit the net. Winston Long serving. That one's short. Oak Ridge really having some serving struggles tonight. Zachary Zimmerman on the serve.
Pondo's got a chance to retake the lead.
Marquez with the free ball over. Zimmerman setting it to Chapman. Marquez free ball over once again. Schumacher to Gillingham to Jones, puts it down, that one.
Jones with another good job.
Line judge says it's in. It's okay. point. Gillingham serving to Hart. Zimmerman puts it up.
Good block there.
Zimmerman once again to the outside. Gillingham to Long with the set. Slinger tries to hit it. Hits it too high. And that was gross on the hit for Ponderosa. Long receiving the serve once again. Lerner opposite. Nice hit there, good form.
Lerner with authority there, puts down the ball, right, drives it into the floor, makes sure his team gets up a couple more points. And Ponderosa really couldn't do much about it.
Oak Ridge hitting has been phenomenal tonight. Gavin with topspin serve. Hart back to Hart. Hits it long though.
And Hart once again having a trouble with gauging how much power to put into his hits.
Yeah, Hart plays club with some of the Oak Ridge players so they know him well and know how he plays. That one falls between the Ponderosa back row. Not be surprised if Gavin targets that area once again.
Looks like Hood's gonna play it up a little bit to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Zimmerman back. That was Tyler Gross on the hit. Got the tip. Got the point.
Got a deep serve from Grayson Chapman, too deep in fact, so Trojans pick up another point. Now Philip Jones will be the server.
Nice serve. Zimmerman tries to tip it up for Hood. Gets it. Gillingham goes back behind to Slinger. Good hit there.
Just a good job there by the Oak Ridge team, able to capitalize on good sets.
Another serve by Jones. Hits it deep into Ponderosa. Hart with a nice hit. That one bounces wide.
So still a good block. So a bit of a moral victory there for the Trojans, despite not getting the point. You showed that you can still go up and block. You're not gonna let Ponderosa just have their way.
Yeah, Slinger just needed to deflect that one back towards the court and down. Swed to Gillingham to Long. Oak Ridge switching it up between Long and Philip Jones. It's hard to tell sometimes who it is.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially with both players having similar heights and skill sets.
Yeah, extremely similar play styles. Long sets it to Marquez on the outside. Goes through the block. Zimmerman has to tip it over.
Good save there.
Long will push it over that front line.
Big play for the Trojans there. Slinger doing a great job really selling out, making sure he got that save, and then Long just intelligent, put the ball where the defense wasn't.
Oak Ridge is getting close to capitalizing on this 2-1 lead. That one goes long. Jake Slinger really having some serve struggles tonight, however playing well in all other aspects on the court.
Absolutely, Slinger's just doing a great job. Another one of Oak Ridge's young talents showing what he's got.
Schumacher subs in. I like this back row for Oak Ridge. Extremely good passers. Ponderosa doesn't have any good options to serve to.
Good save by Winston.
Good coverage there by Winston. knowing that that potential block was coming, covering there. Hart serving. Long to Gillingham to Marquez once again. Hart falls down, taking that one. Zimmerman has to free ball over. Winston lets it go. That one's wide. Trojans point. Lerner subs in for Swed. Expect the top spin serve from Alex Marquez here. Very consistent server. Like I said, you see that spin coming off the pass. Hart able to free ball over. Winston to Gillingham to Ian Long. Smart play to tip it over. Zimmerman pass set to Hart back row. Schumacher tips it up. Gillingham pushes it far to Lerner. Tips it over. Zimmerman to other Zimmerman. Hart sets it over. Smart play there. Falls right before Winston Long.
Nearly had it there. Lerner just came up too far. If he had stayed back a little bit after he hit the ball over, then he probably would have been in position to make that play. But good job by Ponderosa recognizing that he was playing up and put it right behind him where Long also couldn't get it.
Schumacher to Gillingham, tips it back to Long. Great
wow.
play there.
You can see the fake out there. Long really sold it to Hart that he was going deep. Hart even tripped over himself, kind of bent his knees down, trying to react, but he just he basically broke his ankles, quite frankly.
Yeah, Hart tried to get back. Long on the serve. Hart to Zimmerman. To Skinner on the outside. Lerner trying to tip it over. Doesn't get it to fall. Ponderosa gets the point.
So good job by Ponderosa, making sure that the ball was hard to get for the Trojans.
Winston Long subs back in after Long takes his serve. That one goes wide from Zachary Zimmerman. We see Jacob Niddle sub in for Oak Ridge. Haven't seen him yet tonight. Brother of Jacob. Wait, brother of Gabe Niddle. Now plays at Menlo. Volleyball runs in the family, I guess. Gillingham, nice serve to Hart. Zimmerman sets it up.
Phil Jones with a block.
Zimmerman once again. Gross. Gillingham outside to Jacob. Great hit there. Jacob first hit on Varsity. First play actually for Varsity. It's a nice hit.
Once again, Oak Ridge's depth and young talent showing through. Great job there.
Gillingham. That one falls right in front of Alex Marquez. I saw some banter between Jacob and Hart on after that hit. They play on the same team together, so definitely interesting to see that dynamic. Marquez up to Gillingham. Back to Jacob once again. Nice hit. Gillingham tips it up to Slinger, who's able to put it over. Gross with the set out to Hart. Just puts it too close to that net. Not high enough.
And now Oak Ridge within striking distance of winning the whole thing.
Jacob playing extremely well. Two nice hits in a row. That's a good serve, but it goes long. 23-17. Looks like we have Dylan now subbing in. Oak Ridge subbing in some of the younger players.
Want to get some experience while they've got an opportunity to take the win in the next 2 points.
Dylan and Jacob played very well on JV last year. However, JV was not able to do very well overall, only winning one set the whole year. They will get to the chance to play on a all-around better team this year, though. 23-18, Gillingham pops it up to Jacob, back row to Dylan. as Gross passing it over to Jones. Back to Slinger. That one falls
Slinger's
in.
going to take it home.
24-18 match point Oak Ridge. Great to see some of these younger players still playing extremely well.
And there's one more point to be had. Winston Long is going to check in or check out for Ian Long. And Philip Jones has an opportunity to make this the final serve, and he will. What a serve.
Oak Ridge takes set 4 to win the match 3-1. Great plays by Oak Ridge there. Nico is very excited. Nico, can we get a post-game interview from Nico on your thoughts on the match? Nico
is currently tied up, so we're going to have to wait before getting him.
Nico very excited for the win, though. I think that does it for us. Great job on the commentary. Charlie moving the scoreboard around. I like to see it getting some action, getting some animated graphics there, Quentin.
And we're going to call it there. Thank you, folks, and have a good night.